Up next, we're talking about the home entertainment features with Amazon. And here to explain it, I have Joshua from Fire TV. Thanks for joining us.
You bet.
So Fire TV, a lot of people are familiar with it. Fire TV is getting smarter.
It's getting smarter, and it can actually make your TV smarter. We announced 3 big things today. First of all, we announced if you buy a new Fire TV, you get MGM Plus included on us for 6 months. We announced a new continue watching feature, so that if you watch something in one of the apps, MGM Plus, Starz, Disney, Hulu, Max, you don't have to remember exactly where it is. We'll just put it in a row chronologically. And then we announced our new LLM-powered search that will be launching later this year.
Well, this is important, Joshua, because there's that paradox of choice. When you have too much choice, like how many times have I spent on Fire TV trying to find, I've spent 20 minutes just trying to find something.
Yes.
Can you make it easier? Can you give us an example of how you can find content easier with Fire TV?
Sure. Finding content is hard for everybody, and we have thousands of apps, so tons of content. Let's give an example of where I'm looking for a mood for a specific event. Find the perfect movie for date night. So I didn't just say what type of movie, I just have a mood and an intended event. These are all feel-good movies that would be good for a date for somebody you may or may not know that well, but it has an uplifting message.
Now, what about like actors? A lot of times people will be like, oh, I like that guy in that movie. What was that guy that played that role? You know, can it help you find content for your favorite actors or even directors?
Yeah, directors. My daughter is a teenager, likes Inception. I ended up watching with her. I was like, oh, I actually like this. I want more like this, but I didn't know the director name. So find more from the guy who made Inception. So I don't have to know exactly what the person's name is, but I can help find things very quickly.
So you just kind of have to have a little bit of an idea of what you're looking for, and then you can ask essentially Alexa on the Fire TV, and it will pull it up.
Right. Another great example is got a bunch of people over and we want to sing. We like to do some singing, and you can say, find movies we can sing along to. Bunch of great tracks in these movies.
Now, is this only with the new Fire TV sticks, or is it backwards compatible? Or do you have to get a new stick to get these kind of features?
We will make this available to all of our TVs. So
really?
not just the new ones.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, there's another thing that you guys announced, the sound bar. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, sure. It's a really high quality sound bar, which is an amazing price, $119 for room filling sound. It's really a great product. You plug it in, super easy. Take it out of the box, HDMI or optical, and you're done. It also has Bluetooth, so if you want to just play music from your phone, you can play it on there also.
Well, it makes a lot of sense then, right? Why get just a dedicated Bluetooth speaker when you can have a sound bar that can work for your television or just play off your smartphone?
That's right. Yeah, it's great. The other thing we announced is ambient art. So that you can, on your Fire TV, you can either see some famous artists from around the world, Spain, France, Mexico, or we also demonstrated AI art. So you can create some novel images. It's actually over at this big, huge screen.
Can we go over there and take a look? Let's go do it. Okay.
Create a background of fall leaves. So it's actually calling the back end.
It's creating this right now in real time.
Yes, in real time. And every time you call, it comes up with 4 different flavors. So here's some options.
Oh,
and then if you're like, okay, I like the direction this is going, then you can add an overlay and sort of change the direction. So now, more colors. Or now maybe you want to turn it into more of a painting style. Or you're like, I don't really like any of these, then you can do more like this. But it's AI, so you don't have to just ask for leaves, right? Like you can come up with things that don't exist. So one that I did earlier as a nod to being in DC that I thought was pretty cool. Let me try it again. Create a background of lavender fields at the Washington Monument. So and of course there aren't lavender fields at the Washington Monument. So it's literally just creating this right now. So
it's amazing how fast it can create that.
Right.
You know, if you ask me to even come up with an idea, I can't
even. I'm like, wait, what does the monument look like? And lavender, and it actually came up with 4 in that time.
And from here you can save it and then
That's right. So you can either keep playing with it and keep going, or if you're like, oh, I really like that one, then you can right then set it as your background,
Yeah.
or you can save it to your Amazon Photos account so that you can access it in the future if you'd like to.
Kids are going to love this.
No, well, that is one of the things. So I have a 4-year-old,
Yeah.
and you know, everything feels very, very life or death when you're that age. And so the idea that he would work so hard to create something and it might disappear. So the fact that we can save it to Amazon Photos. So now I have so many photos of dinosaurs in my, which and I'm like, I don't think dinosaurs exist, but I have an awful lot of photos of them, and it's because he's so proud of himself and he wants to save them.
Wow,
So
your son is certainly an early adopter of technology.
he doesn't have a choice around. I've got so many Fire TVs at my house because that's my business. But yes.
And when is this technology going to be available on the Fire TV and also on the Fire TV stick?
Right. So the ambient experience is available today on Omni and the 4K Stick Max.
Yeah.
This AI art feature will be rolling out in a couple months, so by later this year. And then the flavor that Daniel showed, which where you actually take your personal photos and apply these AI capabilities, that's early next year.
Wow, the future is looking really cool when it comes to your television. There's no need to just have a blank screen. Now you can create AI art, save it, and showcase it to everybody. Thanks so much.
Exactly. Nice meeting you. Thank you.